We paid extra for an extended balcony cabin on Carnival celebration. But was it actually worth it? Let's find out. Hi fellow travelers, welcome back to my channel, Ken Travels 360. I'm Ken. We've just boarded Carnival celebration here in Miami, and we're really excited to be cruising with Carnival for the very first time on this big modern fun ship. I'm especially curious to see how their cabins compare with Royal Caribbean, Norwegian and Princess, which you may know we've sailed with before. Our cabin is 11358, and if you look at the deck plan, it sits right in the middle of the ship. What caught my eye when booking this was that this cabin appears to have one of the largest balconies among the extended balcony category, so naturally expectations are already slightly raised. Anyway, here it is. Welcome to our cabin, 11358. Ooh. Right, let's start with the bathroom first. It's not a particularly big bathroom here, but it's functional. The sink here is a decent size, but it's definitely not huge. There's enough counter space up here to put down a few toiletries without everything feeling cramped, which I always appreciate. So there are a few shelves for your toiletries, which is always useful. Then you've got a glass enclosed shower here. It's quite compact, but there's still quite enough space in here to move around comfortably, and you won't be bumping elbows everywhere, which is always the real test. Inside the shower, you get shower gel and shampoo, but there's no conditioner, so bring your own if you normally use it. Honestly, compared to our normal balcony cabin on, say, Norwegian Aqua, this bathroom does feel a touch smaller, although everything feels clean and modern at least. Now, let's explore the cabin proper. Outside the bathroom, we've got a few hooks for hanging jackets, hats or day bags. It's really handy when you're coming back from excursions. Now let's look at the storage, because we do like to unpack properly rather than living out of a suitcase. So there are two wardrobes here. In the first one, you've got plenty of hangers. And the safe here is a standard hotel size safe, so it's fine for passport, wallets and valuables, but probably too small for a laptop. Below that, you will also find a couple of pull-out drawers. Now in the second wardrobe, there are even more hangers, as well as a lot of additional storage space. Given that most sailings on this ship are 7 nights, I think this is more than enough space for clothes, even if you overpack. Now I do find this corridor leading to the main cabin being quite narrow, but perhaps what we have lost in bathroom space and the corridor space, we've gained with the rather large main cabin space. Well, in the main cabin area, the first thing you'll notice is the sofa. It actually looks very comfortable. We've been on ships where there is no sofa at all, so I really like having somewhere to sit and relax without always being on the bed. Now there is actually a reading light here as well. So that's a very nice touch. On the opposite side, you have the desk. There are a couple of bottles of waters here, and they're definitely not complimentary, so we'll just leave them untouched. You've got a large backlit mirror, and underneath it, there's plenty of charging options. There are 3 US style power sockets, so if you are traveling from outside the US, you will need an adapter. You also get 4 USB charging ports here, 2 of them USB-A and 2 of them USB-C, so they're really handy. Underneath the desk, you've got a mini fridge here. So if you bought a bottle of wine or champagne, you can store it here. Just like Royal Caribbean, you are allowed to bring 2 bottles of wine or champagne with you onto the cruise. Next to the mini fridge, you've got a few drawers. One of these has a hair dryers inside. And there's an ottoman here for you to sit by the desk. Now here we have the bed. It's currently set up as a king, But it can also be separated into two twin beds if you prefer. Just let your stateroom attendant know and they will fix it for you. The mattress feels comfortable at first touch, although we'll see how it feels after a few nights of actual sleep. That's always the real test. And just next to the bed, you'll have a couple of reading lights. There's also a USB charging port underneath as well, which is really useful when you want to charge your phone overnight. There's one on each side. The bedside tables here are very small, so you won't have loads of space for books, glasses, and everything else, but it's enough for the essentials. By the way, if you didn't already know, you can slide your suitcases underneath the bed, which is really handy when the cabin space is a bit tight. And directly opposite the bed, you've got a large TV screen. To be honest, we almost never watch TV on a cruise. And for this ship, there's just gotta be so much to do that I doubt we'll really spend any time on it. Now let's head outside and take a look at the extended balcony that we've booked. This balcony is large. This is definitely bigger than a standard balcony. Well, in addition to the two chairs and the table, it's actually long enough that Carnival has placed a couple of sun loungers out here as well, which is fantastic. That's something you don't often see in a normal balcony cabin. If you are someone who enjoys fresh air and private outdoor space, then these extended balcony cabins are well worth considering when you are booking. And the view is completely unobstructed, which is exactly what you want in a balcony cabin. Looks like these balconies can be joined together if you know the people next doors, but we don't, and somehow this is currently open. We will ask the stateroom attendant to fix it so that the barrier is closed. So far, this is looking like a pretty decent cabin. I'll come back in a few days and let you know what it's really like to stay here. If you found this helpful, click the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell. So this is the last day of the cruise now, and it's time to review how the cabin has been like. I like it, it's really spacious, and it has excellent outdoor space, and it's very quiet. There are cabins above, below, and on both sides, and there are no public venues nearby, so it makes for a really peaceful stay. I also like its location. It's midship, halfway between the forward and mid elevators, so we could get to any venues easily. Despite some rockiness, I never feel seasick in this stateroom. All in all, this is a great stateroom to choose. Well, I hope you enjoyed this extended balcony cabin tour. If you want to find out more about this cruise we are on now, watch one of these videos next. See you over there. Happy cruising!